found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning out. Lightning in a bottle. I think I just found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning out.
Yo, how you living and how you feeling? How you doing? It's First Choice Fantasy. We're back today.
That's us.
Still pissed off that guy on the radio is stealing your bit.
Oh, let's not address that.
My lawyer is on the phone with him as we speak.
Anyway, we're gonna go into our league winners today. So you like this term? I like this term. We love this term. Everybody's gonna love this term. So we're gonna go into the players that we think are going to win leagues and be on the rosters. The majority of rosters that win championships this year, more than likely. One quarterback, one running
Call
back.
it playoff performers, if you will. You're struggling with the concept.
If you struggle with the concept, yeah. One quarterback, one running back, one wide receiver, one tight end per person. We're going to go one player at a time per person. We're going to start with the quarterbacks, and we're going to start with Alex. Who is your quarterback league winner?
Well, if you watched the last video, it's going to be the same guy, Ben Roethlisberger. Your schedule is looking a little cakey in this fantasy playoffs, and as we discussed last video that you should have already watched, maybe not. They just kind of don't really feel like running the ball anymore. Throwing it a lot. Although now that I say that, I'm sure by the playoffs they'll decide that James Conner should get 55 carries a game.
Probably.
But I'm feeling good about it. And
Until they get to week 16.
yeah, don't they have? I'm pretty sure they have like the Colts week 16.
Oh.
But I don't give a fuck.
Woo! You don't give a fuck.
Ben Roethlisberger and the Colts might have a good defense, but like they're not a brick wall that takes up the entirety of the field. So like forward passes are still going to be legal in that game, I would assume.
I would assume not. I think Donald Trump would be
Every time he drops back and throws the ball, it just vaporizes. I get a new ball. Ben tried it again. Damn it.
And who you got? QB.
Another member
I'm so
of mine
excited.
from the first video.
Ryan fucking Tannehill. He was out to sit for week 11 for bad reasons. JK, it was good reasons. But Ryan Tannehill, I just feel like who they match up with? They match up with Jacksonville Jaguars week 14, Detroit Lions week 15, and the Green Bay Crackers week 16.
Hey, Packers have been good against the past two. That's exactly.
This might. I mean, yeah, I don't really have anybody else.
Not
Because-
intimidated.
A throw first offense. Ryan Tannehill is in a run first offense. Well, he might be on waivers, so if you're sure of the quarterback,
2020. Lodge does not triumph 2020. And 2020 is the reasoning behind this Ryan Tannehill being a league winner. And he's going to win you leagues, and he's going to be a league winner, in case you were unsure of the first point that I had there.
yeah.
Start.
All right, moving on.
Start.
The player that was being given up on last season.
Irrelevant.
Not anymore. It's Aaron Rodgers. Man, the end of his season is going to be bright. Week 13, he gets Philadelphia.
Not the playoffs.
Not the playoffs.
Playoffs for some league.
Isn't it? It's not?
I'm pretty sure it's
14 through 16? Okay.
You got 4 rounds of playoffs. What
All
type
right.
of
Well, even better because Philadelphia's defense is great. No. Aaron Rodgers playing Detroit week 14, Carolina week 15, Tennessee Titans week 16. Green. Start him.
Green.
Oh, man. Aaron Rodgers is going to look great.
If Devontae Adams is healthy, what about that? What if he's not?
He's got Aaron Jones to throw the ball to.
Doesn't matter if he's not going to be healthy because some random guy that just got signed earlier that day will come in and catch 2 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
Alan Lazard's coming back too, so I guess that's.
I was going to say Lazard's also on his way back relatively soon.
He's off the IR.
Yeah, it was close last week, but ended up not. This week, who knows? And Lazard was pretty good the beginning of the season. Moving on to running backs.
I'm gonna go with a guy who's been hurt the whole year, and like maybe your team sucks now because he was out the whole time, and you're gonna miss the playoffs. But at least you can enjoy watching those points pile up as he's on your bench, unless you traded him to a good team. Nick Chubb. I'm telling you, them Cleveland Browns are going to be about establishing that run. And Chubb has got a solid slate of games for them playoffs. Wow. Chubb. There's a theme here among running backs.
Yeah.
Dudes who started strong and then kind of faded through the middle of the season, mostly due to injury. We're about to come back and win you some leagues. Ed, who's your guy?
My league winner is CMC-like player Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, a guy who I never liked years ago. Said he was trash last year. But his matchup's beautiful, and he's really good, believe it or not. He's pretty good. He hasn't gotten a touchdown since week 6, even though he's only played in 2 games since then. But touchdown's going to come. He's averaging 11 points the past 2 games, so that's decent points. And then you get 3 matchups of the Lions, the Panthers, and the Titans. Green, green, green. He's going to make you some green from Green Bay. Aaron Jones, league winner. Lock it in.
Clown.
Was that loud?
No.
It was
Chris Carson. He'll be back. He will be back soon. And he will be great. He's going against Jets, Washington, and then the Rams in Week 16. The Rams matchup, I'm not particularly excited about. But Week 14 and 15, he will get the job done against these teams.
Why Washington? They have a pretty good run defense.
Why Washington?
Their defensive line is kind of the only. See, my thing about Carson is it seems like whenever he's in the game, they give him like 73 goal line touches per quarter.
Yeah. And he's been targeted. The games he's been healthy, he's been receiving,
Got
the
some
minimum of targets he's had was 3 targets a game. And then he's had 4, 6, and 7. That's pretty good for a guy who hasn't always been used in the receiving work. But I think he's going to have a really good end of season.
If he's used like he should be, I agree.
Starting this season, we were worried that he was going to be used too much and Russell Wilson wasn't going to be used as he should be. And now it's the opposite.
Quite the opposite.
I don't think it is the opposite. It seems like whenever Carson's in the game, they're committed to giving him 20 carries. They just also realized that Russell Wilson is allowed to throw the ball in the first 3 quarters.
Yeah.
I don't know. Chris Carson's first couple of weeks, even snap count-wise, he's been splitting snaps with, I guess, Carlos Hyde it was. But he had a game where he had 6 carries, he had a game where he had 8 carries, and then he got a 5-carry game when he got hurt. But
Don't care. Putting up them touchdowns, that's all that matters.
Okay.
There is no such thing as statistical regression. He will continue to score 2 to 3 touchdowns a game. Book it.
I'm unbooking it.
What?
The book is open, and it's in the trash.
No, the book is locked. And it's being shipped out as a league winner. Who's your wide receiver, Alex or Ed?
I am not going to go with a Rams receiver unlike 2 weeks. Someone's going to be wrong here.
I just noticed that.
I'm going to go with Keenan Allen because as we talked about, I don't remember if this was on air or off air, but man's been pretty consistent, and he's got the Falcons, Raiders, and the Broncos in the playoffs. And with the Herbie boy throwing him the ball a lot, he's going to put up some numbers. So, my league winner.
It's a valid league winner.
You're gonna wish you have him. You're gonna be pretty upset looking over at the other team, seeing that he's already got 25 points in the third quarter.
And Ed, let's make this easier for the listeners. Ed's got Cooper Kupp. I've got Robert Woods. Break it down, Ed.
Wrong.
I had a lot of wide receivers that I would consider league winners this year, but Cooper Kupp just seemed like the easiest decision because the other ones are pretty big names, and for that reason, it's not really valid to say it. You know what I mean? But Cooper Kupp, he's here and there. Honestly, he's been having some targets here, has no targets there. The 3 matchups, who are they? I think they're the Jets in one game. I think Week 15 they play the Jets.
New England 14, Jets 15, and Seattle 16. So if you make it to Week 16 championship round, those Ram receivers are going to look beautiful against Seattle.
Woo! Did my phone just ring in that?
I guess.
You heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have an app.
What was I gonna say? I think that Cooper Kupp against the Patriots might be probably more optimal in my opinion than Robert Woods against the Patriots because I don't know.
Jason Jackson is going to lock his ass down.
What'd you say?
So J.C. Jackson is going to lock Robert Woods. Or Gilmore. Gilmore's back.
No one's going to lock Robert Woods down.
Bobby Trees is getting locked down. Explain to me why.
Either Jackson or Gilmore.
Why Robert Woods not?
Yeah.
He's a target monster.
That's it. That's it. Monster.
It's the Rams. The Rams have 2 receivers that will be used, and these matchups are beautiful. So at least one of these 2 receivers should be looking beautiful for the end of this year. And who says that there can't be 2?
Well, Week 14 might say that because Week 14 against Week 15 against the Jets. Week 15 against the Jets, right?
Jets are going yeah.
So that might be a game where the passing volume's not all there. You know what I mean?
We thought that with the Chiefs, Jets, and Tyreek Hill went out, balled
It's kind
out.
of hard to make
Kelsey
this
balled out.
assumption of, well, this team's going to be up by so many points. Kind of thinking too far into things.
Is it? I feel like that's just a logical thing to do.
But as Brandon just said, any thoughts about
Although I did say that before, I think Ed made James Conner a start. Ed made James Conner a start one time. I forget what team it was. That's not important. Never mind.
Specifically because they'd be winning and running the ball.
Yeah, and I made a comment for that. So I guess we're both saying the same thing. Just different times.
He could have done that.
I think he did, actually. So
yeah. Logic. Ed, what did you just say 16 times earlier? What about logic this year?
Well, I guess logic triumphs 2020 in my opinion in this take.
Oh,
now it's the other way around.
If it benefits me, logic triumphs 2020. If it doesn't benefit me, 2020 reigns supreme. That's it.
Alex, you need to explain yourself. You're tight end. What's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on?
What is
going on with Noah Fant? It's not Week 11. That's what's going on. We're talking about weeks 14 through 16, not Week 11.
Ooh.
Dumbass.
I didn't even notice. Didn't even consider the man.
And he's going against the Panthers, the Bills, and the Chargers. So not exactly the most stout of defensive teams. At this point, I'm just going with Fant because I'm rolling the dice that he's going to be healthy and playing. And generally, when he's been on the field, he's gotten some targets, and those teams have been vulnerable. So, no, it's Fant.
He's had 2 games over double-digit numbers.
Your point? What tight end hasn't? What tight end is lighting up the fucking league?
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce's a league winner.
Outside of him?
I'll tell you one.
That's just obvious. If you went
Rob Gronkowski. Read it out of my lips. Rob Gronkowski.
Let's hear it.
He's going to be a bust.
League winner. Now that I pronounced him a league winner, he will do nothing. Week 14, Minnesota. Week 15, Atlanta. Week 16, Detroit. I don't even care if it's yellow or orange. It don't matter. It don't matter. Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady has a connection. And as of right now, I'm looking at what he's been able to do. And he's been consistent for the past 5 weeks, other than the week against New Orleans. And I see the ending of his season is going to be a bright one.
Wrong. The
Maybe.
correct league winner is Mark Andrews because Nick Boyle just went down. He's out for the season.
Who cares?
Well, he's been getting good snaps. I mean, who else they got? Eli Wolf? Who the fuck is this man? Eli Wolf, dealing with injury as well. Jacob Breeland, Xavier Grimble. I don't know who the fuck is their backup tight end. And Mark Andrews is going to be getting crazy snaps, crazy targets like he did this past week. Matchups are beautiful. He gets Cleveland week 14, Jacksonville week 15, and the Giants week 16. Tell me that's not a league-winning tight end. Oh, wait.
You think?
It's gotta be.
Gotta be.
It's gotta be.
That's it.
No arguments here because I'm riding him to another championship.
Hey. I have Mark Andrews and I have Travis Kelce in this redraft league. I don't know if I should start both of them or what.
Probably.
Start him. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You got 3 flex, but your bench is
playing-
kind of thin outside of your starters. So, like, if anyone gets hurt, that's a solid luxury.
Yeah.
Your starting
Not
lineup.
bashing.
Oh,
My starting lineup is thin because my bench is stacked.
Yeah, he has the best team in the league for those curious.
I have the best injured team in the league. As for the guys that are still on the field, not looking so hot. But what happens when your number 1 overall pick misses half, 2/3 of the season? You trade for George Kittle right before he goes on IR.
Alex is a utopian dreamer.
What?
Nothing. All right. Boys and kids and men of all ages and women of all ages and dogs and cats and boys and pets and girls and cats and we're out of here. This First Choice Fantasy. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us know who you think is going to be league winner down there in the comment section. Show us love on Twitter and show us love on this channel, please. Love you.
Later.